Crystal Leach with the Sweet Life, and today we're going to make vanilla extract in celebration of Virtual Vanilla Sunday. You know, vanilla extract is one of those things that's such an important tool in your baking kitchen and actually for savory food as well. But sometimes folks are a little bit hesitant because it's kind of expensive and it seems very exotic. Well, today we're going to learn the very simple steps to making vanilla extract. It really only has 2 ingredients, vanilla beans and alcohol. And it's simple to do for yourself and to use as gifts. So let's talk a little bit first about the ingredients. So the vanilla bean. Vanilla beans are just so wonderful. Such an amazing ingredient. They've got that great aroma, that great flavor. There's lots of different kinds of beans. It really doesn't matter sort of what kinds you get for making extract, Tahitian or Madagascar. But what does matter is that they're grade A and that they're nice and supple and flexible. You don't want to use a dried up bean because you're not really going to get a lot of flavor from it. You can get the beans really a lot of different places. I get mine off the internet because that's the best way to get them economically. A lot of different vendors have them. You can get them anywhere. But what you really want to look for is grade A, and you want to look for nice fresh beans. Typically, these are about $2 a bean on the internet, which is a lot less expensive than you might find them in specialty stores or your grocery store. The other ingredient is alcohol. You can use different kinds of alcohol, bourbon, vodka. I tend to use vodka because I think it's the cleanest approach for making extract, and it really lets the flavor of the beans come through. You don't need to use the most expensive alcohol, but you just want a good quality vodka. So the ratio is simple, and you can make this in as many different variations as you want. It's essentially 2 beans to 4 ounces of flavor. So you can make 4 ounces, you can make 8 ounces, you can make more than that. Typically when I make it sort of in a big batch. I make a couple bottles for me and a couple bottles to my friends. So super simple to do. You're gonna take your bean, you're gonna slice it down the middle and get all the good vanilla bean seeds out there. So simply take a very sharp knife, you need a sharp knife, small paring knife works best for this. Slice down the bean down the middle. Sometimes you have to go through twice. Make sure to get it through. You can take the back, kind of pry it open. You take the back of the knife and scrape out all the good stuff, right? So those seeds, that's the vanilla bean seed. When you see vanilla items that have those beautiful brown flecks in them, that's the seeds of the vanilla bean. It's also called the vanilla bean caviar. It gives you a clue to how rich and delicious it is. You take this, you can use any bottle that you have. You can use one of these nice fancy bottles that you end up maybe giving that as a gift. I made this during the pandemic and gave it to some friends. Or you can just use a simple jar that you might have at your house, like a canning jar. So we're gonna make 4 ounces worth of vanilla extract today. So take these lovely seeds, put them in the jar, slice the bean in half, put it in there, and do the same thing for the second bean. The hardest part about making vanilla extract is that you actually have to wait until it's ready. So we're gonna make it, but then it actually has to sit for about 6 weeks in your cupboard to really infuse and get all that great flavor. So again, we're gonna get that great, good seeds out of the vanilla bean. Put that in there, slice this in half, put the bean in, and we're gonna add 4 ounces of the vodka. You could make this with 4 beans and make 8 ounces, and you'd be perfectly set, but either one is fine. So about halfway full, that's an 8-ounce jar, 4 ounces. We're gonna put the lid on the jar and give it a little bit of a shake. You wanna see those vanilla seeds sort of disperse in there. And that's all you do. You're gonna stick this in your cabinet, maybe out of the light, so you know, nice kind of back place, back in the dark. I tend to put a little date label on mine so I know when I made it, so I know I can get it out and use it. 6 to 8 weeks later, you're gonna have a beautiful, dark, brown, luxurious vanilla extract that you can use for any sort of baked goods. That makes a great gift. Now, one last thing. As you use this, you're gonna have the vanilla beans left in there, right? And they still have a little bit of flavor left in them, but maybe not enough to use by themselves in some sort of baking recipe, but you can make vanilla sugar out. It's a great way to get every single last bit of flavor out of the vanilla bean. That's what vanilla sugar is. This is actually vanilla sugar from my cabinet at home. It takes used vanilla beans and you just put them in sugar and it infuses that flavor in. So just a little bit of richness anytime you want to use a recipe. So when you're done, you're simply going to take this spent vanilla bean, put it in a bowl of sugar, and rub it in there. Again, put it in a container or a canister in your cupboard and you're good to go. So Great ways to use vanilla. It's a beautiful ingredient, makes such a great flavor for so many both sweet and savory items. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you have a great vanilla Sunday at full